Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into this edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside David Jones. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. A lot to talk about, as always. A great weekend for Auburn athletics. Auburn baseball gets a sweep over South Carolina, a much-needed sweep, considering what the schedule looks like upcoming. But tremendous weekend there at Plainsman Park. Also, the softball team goes on the road and takes care of Mississippi State, wins the series 2-3. Could have ended up. Could have swept Mississippi State. Ended up giving two unearned runs on Friday night, and it felt like maybe it was just going to be another one of those weekends where, oh no, Auburn, you kind of let one slip away. But Auburn comes back, battles, and wins that series. So that's a great. They are now 9-9 in the league, and again 99 to 500. And you think, okay, well, that's mediocre. Well, in the SEC, that's a pretty good mark, 36-10, 9-9. So we'll talk about that a little bit. JJ and I made some picks for the upcoming football season post-spring, just, off the cuff a little bit. How do you feel? Just what's your sense of how these teams are going to do? You don't have to do this is not a lot of, in-depth research here. This is just kind of off the cuff, and we'll come back and look at these in this fall as practice begins. And, of course, you never know with the different guys, injuries. There'll be a lot of changes. The portal.
Well, the portal, didn't you have to be in by a certain date?
I think May 1st you got to be in.
1st,
so,
so that won't.
But there's always something going on.
Always.
So and that may change our mind. So we'll have an opportunity to go back and to review these and to replace them. But anyway, again, thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. They are saving people thousands of dollars each and every year on their home mortgages, and you should probably give them a call today, 256-397-0248, 256-397-0248. If you're in the market to refinance, now is the time to do it because interest rates are probably going to be going up here very shortly, if not already. David, good to see you today. How's your weekend?
Excellent weekend. A lot of baseball this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it was hot out there, too.
It was almost summer-like conditions.
Well, I wonder if that had anything to do with Bobby yesterday getting sick. Bobby Pierce. Because Bello was told 5 minutes before the game started that he was going to play yesterday.
Right.
And then made that incredible catch.
Then had a Rob.
My goodness, that would have tied the ball game. But I had my sleeves rolled up these last 2 days so I could get my guns,
Oh, yeah.
some sun on my guns. That's a joke.
Huh?
But 2 great days out at the ballpark.
Crowds were really good, right?
Saturday was unbelievable. Well, yesterday was a good crowd, too. We're just playing really well right now, Andy, with a lot of confidence. There's a lot of trust. They asked somebody yesterday in the post-game interview or Saturday, what was the mindset when y'all got down 6-3? And they said, nothing different. We're not going to quit till the last out is made. And, a lot of teams would have folded with that 6-3. I felt sorry for Trace Bright. He's pitching his butt off, and then all of a sudden Wimmer hits that ball out of the park and tied it up. And, man, the momentum just swung. And then they went up 6-3, and I told my wife, I said, whew, it's going to be – and then we come back in the 7th and score 4.
Yeah, just like –
Yeah. So
very good answer.
Yeah. And you and I we're talking about this, the pitching, the rotation. I'll go ahead and just tell everybody in case you missed the post game yesterday. This is the trust that has taken place between this baseball team and their coaching staff. Coach Thompson had told the team yesterday in their pregame meeting, the bullpen guys, somebody's going to step it up today because Skip and Berkey are down. They pitched the last 2 days. So he dismisses the team, and he's in his office doing a couple of things, getting ready to go out on the field, and Skipper and Burkhalter show up at his door. And they said, hey, Coach, if Joseph goes late, we're ready. You sure? Coach, we can do it. And he said, if they hadn't come to my door and said that, I would have never thrown those guys. But the trust and their assurance that, man, we can do it again, Coach. And my goodness, if Gonzalez goes late and you throw Skipper in for the 8th and Burkhalter in for the 9th, good luck to you.
Normally Skipper has had to go multiple innings on Friday, and that was that was one of the factors. He only went an inning and a third. He only had to go an inning and a third on Friday. But when you've got a back end, and we talked about that, it was very major league-esque. You've got your 8-inning setup guy. You've got your closer. You bring them in the 8th and the 9th if you can get 6 or 7 strong innings out of your starter. And Auburn got 5 in the third out of Hayden Mullins. They got 5 2/3 out of Trace Bright, and then you get 7 out of Gonzalez, who's just on a phenomenal run right now. 9 a complete game, followed by an 8-inning game, followed by a 7-inning game, and strong starts in each one. But when you look at Blake Burkhalter, when Auburn's got he's the difference this year, really, because you look at what Auburn did last year, losing all those 1-run, 2-run games. In 3 games, he pitches 3 2/3 innings, gives up 1 hit, does not walk a single batter, and strikes out 7. Now that's a shutdown kind of guy.
Yeah. I was listening to Mark Fuller on the.
He ran it up at 98.
Yeah.
On Friday.
But then you're looking, he's 95, 495. Every once in a while he'll run it up there, high 90s, and then he'll throw an 82-mile-an-hour change up. You ain't got a chance.
No.
And his ball moves.
The slider, really good too.
Mark Fuller was talking about that, the guy that does the for ESPN that does the games that are televised, who played at Auburn, by the way. And he said, man, the pitches that he's added and his confidence and the way his ball moves, it's deadly. It is fun to watch. And he's confident. You can tell when he trots out of that bullpen. He said, I'm here to finish this thing. Yep. It's over. So just great. And you'd like to get a little bit more out of Hayden and Trace as far as into the 7th. Maybe that's ideal. Doesn't happen very much in baseball anymore, college baseball. But, Swilling, Skipper, Burkhalter. And I'm telling you, I love this freshman, Chase Alsop. He runs it up 96, 97. And he's biding his time and getting his chances here and there. He's going to be a big piece to the puzzle down the road for sure. So,
what has happened to John Armstrong? You remember the young guy that you just don't see him getting in much anymore.
No, is that the sidewinder? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He had.
Of course, it's nice to have a bevy of guys out there in the bullpen.
Yeah. Well, did he not get in this weekend?
I don't think so.
No, Jordan did.
Yeah.
So we look. Tuesday night we go to Jacksonville State. They have beaten us this year, I think. Is that correct? Is that one of our losses?
I don't recall.
Okay. And then to Tennessee and Arkansas at home. I am really excited to watch this series this weekend because Tennessee they're the cream of the league right now. But
four series left in the conference schedule, and basically the way they look at it is, if you can get to 17 wins, that's pretty much guaranteed a hosting of a regional. Yeah. So Auburn right now at 11-7.
Yeah.
So we got to go 6-12.
Yeah.
You got to go 6-12 to finish things out.
Well, we're at Kentucky, and they're not setting the woods on fire this year.
Right.
Unfortunately,
I'm talking about you got to go 6-6. That's what I meant to
6 and
say.
6.
Out of the 12, you got to go 6-6.
Well, we do have to go to Arkansas. No, we have to go to Tennessee. Arkansas at home, which is good, and then Alabama, which is our arch rival. They'll be up for that one.
Yeah.
So
Alabama has dealt us fits.
Yeah, and they come on.
I mean, Auburn, one of the worst Alabama teams that they've had, and they've had some bad ones here in the last decade, came in during the Sonny Galloway era and just swept Auburn right out of town in Plainsman Park.
Yeah.
And Auburn was kind of in a pretty good position coming into that series. So there are no givens, like you said. But on the road at Tennessee, Arkansas, that's 1 and 2 in the country, and then Alabama at home, and then you close things out on the road at Kentucky. So, like you said, but if you can go 6-6, all you're looking, I mean, if you can just split, and you can get to 17 and 14, or what is that? Get to 17 and 13 in the league. You feel great going to postseason. Your pitching staff is built for tournament play because you're so deep, and that would just be a great position to be in. But what they say about eggs and chickens and things,
Andy,
and things of that nature, we're not counting anything.
Ty said he doesn't think Auburn will get swept this weekend. I certainly don't either.
And that's got to be the mindset.
Yeah. Well, Auburn, those guys are confident right now. I'm telling you, they're playing great baseball. They believe in one another, believe in what the coaching staff is doing. We're in a really good place right now.
And DeShera just continues to.
So much fun.
Man carries a big stick, that's for sure. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Hilleby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hilleby Towers in Alexander City.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA Weekly Show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 Preview Show, and Reclassification Reveal Show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau Tritoons, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
It's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Take your pick of the brand new Chevrolet Silverado Trail buses. The full-size pickups equipped for off-roading adventures. They're ready to roll. Now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet and discounted up to $5,000 off while they last. And you can get 0% financing on many new Chevrolet cars, trucks, and SUVs.
We have over 200 new and used vehicles on the ground or on the way. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show, brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate. For all your real estate needs here in the Lake Martin area, as well as down there on the coast, give them a call today, 551-BIG-FISH, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com, bigfishlakemartin.com. We were talking about Auburn getting the sweep over South Carolina in baseball. Also, the softball having a really good weekend as well as they take a series on the road at Mississippi State. Ty gives us good information as always. Jacksonville State did beat Auburn 5-2 a couple of weeks ago. Did you see the stats for Bo Nix in the Oregon spring game? I think they said he threw for about 230 yards and three touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. He was 8 for 15, I think, for over 200 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Said I think he probably has won the starting job, you think?
I don't know. The last I heard, he was number 2. I don't know what the other guy did, but
I think I'd heard that he was number 2, but in the days or the week or so leading up to the spring game, he had surpassed that guy. And
yeah.
So I hope he does. I hope he ends up. I hope he has a great year, to be perfectly honest. And I'd love for him to have a great year to the fact where he could get drafted and see if he could play in the NFL. But
and Andy, did you see where Brian Harsin was the pace car driver for the race yesterday in Tulsa?
He was in hog heaven.
Oh, being that the drag racing background. And before anybody says, well, Harsin needs to be out on the road recruiting, ladies and gentlemen, during this particular time period, the head coaches cannot be out on the road recruiting, only assistants. So there was a recruit at the baseball game Saturday, Andy. I don't know which one it was, but I saw an Auburn football player with the Auburn football shirt on, and he had a guy walking around with him that was obviously he was hosting someone in the baseball stadium on Saturday. So, Harsin cannot be out on the road right now by NCAA rules. Neither can Nick Saban or anybody else. It's only the assistants that are blitzing the country right now. So I was not aware of that till I read that the other day. But that's a great PR for us, great opportunity for Harsin with his drag racing background. I bet he asked him, "Can I go a little faster?"
Maybe so. Yeah, he probably did.
Luke
says, "Does Bo mix?" I think he means does Bo Nix start against Georgia game 1?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now the question would be, does he win? Does Oregon beat Georgia in game 1?
Does he finish game 1?
That could be very interesting. Bo has not had a lot of success against Georgia.
We'll be watching that one with interest. And like I said, look, we wish him the best. He moves on, we move on, and but a heck of a spring game for him for sure.
Yeah. Well, good.
I think he'll enjoy the Pac-12, Andy. They don't play a lot of defense.
This is true, which is good for him for sure. Talking about Auburn softball on the road at Mississippi State, they dropped the first one. Maddie Penta goes 6 innings, only gives up 1 earned run. There's kind of an obstruction call late in that, or I think it's like maybe the 5th inning of that game as Auburn had the lead. They dropped that one. It's kind of a heartbreaker. So you wonder what their mindset is going to be, but they come back, get 3 in the first the next day, and they jump out 9-0 on Sunday and just kind of remove all doubt.
Yeah.
So, and you get Penta pitched all 3 days. She pitched the full game on Friday and Sunday. She pitched 2 innings and got the save on Saturday. So she's continuing on. And you look down through here, Dave, and the best thing about this softball team right now, you look junior, sophomore, freshman, sophomore, junior, freshman, senior, just very young.
Yes, absolutely. We know Andy Brett said this on Friday with you. He said it again on Saturday with Scott, and I even commented. It is so difficult to sweep in the SEC, baseball or softball, and we needed a sweep in baseball this weekend, and we got it. And dang it, I mean, so close to a sweep in softball. And you're right, the mindset after that first game, you obviously are down about that and the way that thing ended up. But then they come back and outscore 14-4 in the next 2 games. So kudos to the softball team. And, yeah, young. You got to love that. Only bodes well for the future.
So only 2 series left. They'll get Georgia at home and then on the road at Tennessee to close things out, and then you get the SEC tournament. So softball season coming to an end. We're moving toward the NCAA tournament, moving toward the SEC tournament. That'll be in Gainesville this year. So it's a lot to look forward to there, but Auburn still got work to do to take care of their business. They too could be hosting a regional if they certainly if they go if they hold serve at home and win that series, and you probably go on the road. You could, as long as you don't get swept against Tennessee, you're probably in good shape there if you end up 500.
And Andy, where was the SEC softball tournament last year? Do you remember? How do they go about determining?
I think it rotates.
Rotates at the schools.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
I can't remember. Was there an SEC tournament?
Might not have been one.
It was the season before that got canceled.
Yeah.
Did they have one last year?
I'm not sure.
I can't even remember.
I'm just thinking, baseball doesn't do that. It's at the Met.
Luke said, who would you pull for against Oregon and Georgia? I'm pulling for Oregon.
I'm pulling for Oregon too. I like the Ducks, as long as they're not playing us.
Yeah, I got no problem with that. I'll pull for Bo Nix.
I like to watch Oregon because I want to see which uniform combination they're going to come out with, because they only have like 25 of those.
Yeah, that's true. And I really don't like Georgia. So, it's not really that big of a deal for me.
Not a hard
Michael says he'd pull for Bo too. So.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good question. Out there, anybody, who would you pull for? Who will you be pulling for if Bo Nix is a starter? Oregon or Georgia, game 1.
I normally pull for the conference, Andy, but, Oregon's a flashy team, and I like Bo Nix. I would pull for Oregon in a heartbeat.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Growing your business isn't just one thing. It's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. About 35 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. 10 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. Ty says he would pull for Oregon as well. Bill says he would pull for Oregon. So it seems to be a consensus so far.
Seems to be.
The softball tournament may have been in Tuscaloosa last year. Okay, that sounds right to me, actually. That sounds plausible for sure.
Andy?
Yes, sir.
Before we go any further, I wanted to do this because I don't know how many more weeks I'll be able to do it.
Okay.
Congratulations to our own Tristan Gressett for making it into the top 11 on American Idol last night. Yeah, I got a chance to judge him in Collegiate Idol last year. I was a guest judge one night. And to be in the top 11, top 10 of American Idol, you're 17 years old, that's pretty strong.
Definitely.
So we're hoping he goes all the way, but regardless, Lionel Richie loves him, so his career is on the way. Okay, I'm done. Back to
What kind of
sports.
music does he?
He calls himself soul, but he's a rocker at heart. Rock and soul. Plays the guitar, plays the harmonica, sings his butt off. Did an Adam Lambert song last night and did Lenny Kravitz. Are you going to go my way?
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the real deal. Congratulations, Tristan. All right, back to sports.
All right, here we go. We, like I said, JJ and I have made some picks here. We'll let post-spring predictions. We'll reevaluate these in the fall, but just off the cuff, post-spring, what do you let's start with the East. JJ and I both have Georgia winning it. The only difference that we have, I have Tennessee second and Kentucky third. He has Kentucky second and Tennessee third. And then we have Florida, South Carolina, Missouri, and Vandy to close things out. What say you, David?
I say I'm going with JJ.
Okay.
Very early. You know, let's see. I know we'll get a chance to. When I got your script this morning, my email, I said, "Oh crap! I hadn't researched any of this." Andy's thought, man, I forgot last year we did this early, and then got a chance to. I got to see who's coming back for Kentucky and Tennessee. Everybody's talking about what he's building at Tennessee. I absolutely love what Stoops is doing at Kentucky. You know, they're not just a basketball school anymore.
No, that's true.
And so and I can't argue with the other thing that I'm very interested in too, Andy. Maybe this year won't be the year to bump them up, but I'm really interested to see what Billy Napier is going to do at Florida. They could creep in that top three.
How about Spencer Rattler, South Carolina?
Yeah.
How much of a difference?
Yeah, that's right. So I don't have a problem with 5, 6, and 7 right now for sure. 1, I think we all agree is solid. I think that 2, 3, and 4 could shake up in a bag. You could pull them out 3 different ways.
I'm fairly certain Georgia will be 1, and I'm fairly certain Vandy will be 7.
Yes.
You could convince me any way 2 to 6.
Yeah.
To be perfect, right. I could.
Yeah.
I could sway either way.
Yeah.
I think we got a phone call. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Good afternoon, guys. How y'all doing?
All right, Terry. How about yourself?
Doing well. Guys, before I say what I said, Florida, I saw your predictions, Andy, you and JJ on the other day. And I like Florida where you predicted them to finish. But I'm telling you, I think that Florida bunch is going to beat somebody this year they're not supposed to beat.
That could be definitely true. Billy Napier's, I think, is a good coach. Florida's a weird place. You think you got a guy, it'd be hard to screw up Florida because it's it seems to be an easy place to win, but it just does not fit everybody. And I think Billy Napier's a good fit, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, wait till Deion Sanders gets the Florida State job, then imagine recruiting in that state against Napier and the guy in Miami.
Wow. Now, that would be something.
Yeah, I had just said, Terry, before you called Florida, I'm with JJ on the picks. Georgia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Florida, but I can see Florida creeping up in that top 3. I like Billy Napier. I'm hearing some positive things about what he's doing to change the culture there and the buy-in from the players. So they could certainly creep up in that top 3 for sure.
Yeah. Guys, are y'all surprised we're sitting here on the 25th of April and the transfer portal has been pretty much quiet? Alabama just keeps racking up All-American after All-American and senior after senior. And Auburn hadn't racked up anybody. I don't remember a portal guy yet. And Auburn's 2 biggest needs are offensive line, which you're competing against there is a bunch of super seniors. And Auburn get a lot of playing time. And as far as the other position is receiver, as far as that goes, they're going to want to know who's throwing them the ball. And with Auburn being so unsettled at quarterback, those are the 2 things working against them. Do you guys expect anything in the near future?
That's a great question. I was expecting a defensive, an edge rusher. I was expecting
we don't need that.
At least
we do.
Another wide receiver. I don't. I think there's still there's still some wide receivers out there that Auburn's looking at, but yes, I am surprised that the portal has been it's been quieter than I expected it to be because Auburn does have some significant needs.
Well, you got a week left, right?
1 week.
May 1st.
May 1st is Sunday, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
God, we're already in May, guys.
That's hard to believe.
It's hard to believe. Yeah, it is hard to believe, yeah. So I just it's been so quiet, and it's disturbing because, I know the truth of it. The offensive line, the super seniors, can't sell playing time. And like I said, receivers are going to know who's throwing them the ball. Well, it's going to be Zach Calzada. I can tell you that right now. I'd like to see Robbie Ashford get it, and I'll say this, I think Coach David agrees with me. If T.J. Finley's a quarterback, Brian Harson's looking for a job next year. So I don't think they can win with TJ Phil. I'm sorry. He's a fine young man, a great leader, but he just can't play the position of quarterback at Auburn in the Southeastern Conference.
Well, Terry,
think about using that portal to his advantage and going down a level.
Yeah, well, I said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't like to be too critical about, but I think we've seen everything we need to see from that ship, and hopefully we're moving in another direction.
Sure. Guys, y'all take care.
Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. Don't go anywhere. More to come on this edition of the Auburn Blitz.
Lake Martin has a new car buying experience. It's the TR Group of Alex City on Cherokee Road. The TR Group has up to 100 late model vehicles to choose from and will not be beat on price, selection, or financing. With the TR Group, your selection and quality is easy and your good credit is rewarded. But we offer guaranteed financing on our inventory because your future is more important than your past. The TR Group, Lake Martin's new standard in auto sales. Located at 814 Cherokee Road, Alex City, USA.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Whether you prefer bricks, clicks, or taps, there's one place built around all your needs. For whatever it is you want to do. Even if your needs change, we'll be right there with you, making it all possible. Because you never know when a new addition will come along. So walk in, log on, or tap away. Either way, Valley's built to help you do you. Wherever life takes you, we'll be right there with you.
Hey guys, this is Nate Paz with Airport Motors.
I'm Connor Branch with Fairway Auto Brokers in Opelika, Alabama.
And this is your first ever Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz.
That's right, Lake Martin. Airport Motors and Fairway Auto Brokers is teaming up for the very first Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz. Make sure to check out either website for the very best selection of pre-owned luxury trucks, SUVs, and sedans in East Alabama. Get pre-approved in minutes online and make sure to use the keyword Summer Blitz in the comments section for $500 off internet price. That's keyword Summer Blitz.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs. Or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey, this is Doug Roberts, long-term resident of Alexander City. I sold my house with Century 21 Lake Area Realty because all my life I had heard that to sell a house you need 3 things: location, location, location. I found out there's actually 4. You need location, 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 and Rhonda Gaskins at Century 21 Lake Area Realty to sell your house fast.
Call me today and let me go to work for you. 256-749-3644.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker, Brubaker, Brubaker.
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at BrewBaker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Just a couple of more segments left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Who would you pull for, Oregon or Georgia? Game 1 there in the college football season. I think that's at a neutral site. Very interesting. It's been a consensus so far. I think everybody's pulling for Oregon in that one. Marvin on the same page as Terry. Are we going to sign any depth help from the portal? Time is running out. Ed said, heard we need at least 20 out of the portal. We don't need a couple. We need more than one. A dynamic wide receiver, and a big-time edge rusher. That would be Auburn's biggest needs as far as I'm concerned. Now, we may look back and say, boy, we needed a different quarterback to come in, but who knows? Maybe Robbie Ashford, maybe Zach Calzada can get it done. We will see for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we were making some post-spring predictions. We did the East. You said you pretty much agree with you're going.
I'm going with JJ.
Going with JJ's picks there.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the West. West a little bit more difficult to predict.
Yeah. I'm not going to go with you on this one.
Now,
either,
look, okay,
Andy.
say 18 of 22 starters coming back on this Mississippi State team.
Yeah.
Okay. Think about how many close games they lost last year.
Well, the question is, Andy, are they going to get it done on defense? Because Leach's teams have never been defensive.
They were pretty good last year. They weren't bad.
Decent. But, you got them a second.
I got it. Well, it's much like the East. That middle portion is kind of a jumble. Again, 2 through 7, you could convince me. It wouldn't take a whole lot to convince me of any position you want to put them in. Right now, I think Alabama's. I predict them to win. But outside of that,
my picks are way premature on this.
Yes.
I'm going Alabama. I'm going Texas A&M. I'm going Auburn.
JJ's got us third. You and JJ. Huh?
And JJ, is that a trick? Is JJ trying to trick us? No, I'm going. I almost want to say Arkansas, but I'm going to go Alabama, Texas A&M, Auburn, Arkansas, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, LSU.
Don't like the Rebs this go around, huh?
Yeah, it's so early to tell. And here's the other thing. What's Brian Kelly? Everybody just raving over Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly, to me, is Les Miles 2.0. Okay? So, and it's his first year.
Without the entertaining press conferences?
Yeah, without chewing on the grass. But there again, what do I know? It's early. It's a crapshoot in the West.
Oh, yeah.
I think you and I think we're a little more stable in the East than in the West. I don't know because nobody knows. Brian Harson's second year, and we almost pulled off like the upset of the century last year. I will anxiously revisit this before the fall hits, but that's what I'm going with.
Ed says Alabama, Ole Miss is second, A&M, Arkansas, Auburn, LSU, and he's got Mississippi State dead last.
The Pirate. So 18 out of 22 starters back, Ed. You got them dead last. Andy's sold
Nobody
on
believed.
them.
Nobody. Yeah.
No,
me and West We're the only ones that. And I don't even know if Wes is a believer in
Did you
Mississippi
see?
State.
Did you see? Dadgummit, I'm so old. I'm forgetting his name. Mississippi State.
It was early when they almost lost to Georgia.
Mississippi State coach.
Georgia State. I got it.
Mississippi State.
They lost to Memphis. They're not going to lose to Memphis again. Go ahead.
Mississippi State's coach, Leach.
Yeah.
Did you see him throw the first pitch out for softball?
I did not. Was it ridiculous?
Well, it was slow pitch.
Oh,
but they asked him if he practiced. He said, "Yeah, I practiced, and the ball kept sticking to my hand. I don't know where this thing was going to go when I let go of it."
I saw. He said that he will. He said that he could beat any SEC coach in a 40 time.
Leach said that.
That's what he said.
He's out of his mind.
Yeah, I don't. Who would win? Who would win in the 40 of all SEC coaches?
They should do that at the
I
next.
bet Brian Harson's pretty good. I bet he.
Harsin throws around weights with the players.
Yeah, so he's in great shape.
I don't know about the speed
Billy
thing.
Napers, he's young. He's in pretty good
young.
shape. Saban's not. He's way too old.
He'd have to have a hip replacement. Yeah.
Lane Kiffin, he just looks too lazy.
Kiffin's had too many beers.
Yeah.
He's no. Leach is crazy. That's fine.
There's no way Leach looks. No, he's a lawyer. He's not running anywhere.
Maybe 40 inches. He might get the first step out front, but after that, it's over with.
Yeah. Eli Drinkwitz, too nerdy. He's he looks like he looks like a baby, a 6'1", 40. I don't know.
I'm going with Harsin.
I think it's Harsin and Napier. I think. Yeah,
that's right.
Maybe Clark Leah. He was a football player.
There you go. He's in pretty good shape.
Clark Lee.
Yeah. That'd be your top three.
Okay.
That's
Ed says he does like Will Rogers. Will Rogers, he's going to have that much more confidence this year. So I may change my mind, but for right now, I'm throwing it out there.
Luke took a dig at me that we almost lost to Georgia State too.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think he's Mississippi State, or was that Auburn?
No, Auburn. He's talking about Auburn.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you had Alabama, Texas A&M, Auburn, Arkansas, Ole Miss. No.
Mississippi State.
You had Mississippi State.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
LSU.
Okay. Mississippi State, Ole Miss, LSU. How about LSU? LSU being
Well, you got LSU last.
I know. I mean, but somebody's got to be last.
Somebody's got to be last. Well,
Eddie O's the only if he has his shirt on. Yeah. Well,
he's got his shirt off a lot lately. He's down there in Florida and living the good life. On the beach down there.
By all means, if somebody gave me $15 million, you'd never see me again. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Don't be caught in a dirty vehicle. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have your vehicle or boat looking like brand new in no time, and you'll be back driving in style. They specialize in detailing, paint correction, gel coat restoration, and ceramic coating. Take it to the professionals at Lake Martin Mobile Detailing. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or stop by and see them at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville. Mention this ad and receive $10 off. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing for your cleanest vehicles around.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Need that boost to get you started in the morning or help get you through a long day at the office? Alex City Nutrition is your answer. Alex City Nutrition, located on 2nd Broad Street in downtown Alex City, offers meal replacement shakes, post-workout shakes, extreme rebuild products, and a vast array of loaded teas that offer focus, energy, and build up your immunity and overall health. Want to buy in bulk? We now offer your favorite flavors by the gallon. Come by Alex City Nutrition today or call 256-496-8284 to begin your journey to great health.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this beautiful Monday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Be sure to join us each and every day right here, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. The Auburn Blitz bringing you everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. On this day, it is May the 25th. Oh, May the 25th. April the 25th.
Yeah.
April the 25th. Terry said we're already in May. I'm already skipping ahead.
I'm skipping ahead.
It's hard to believe this year's flying by already. But it seems like maybe there's a slight bit of normalcy maybe coming back to reality.
I think so. And it was, I told my wife this weekend I bought some sunscreen. 'Cause I've been in blue jeans.
Yeah.
Saturday was the first time I wore shorts out anywhere, and I said I was going to scare people to death because my legs are so ashy. I had to put some sunscreen on out at the ballpark, sat through 3 hours Saturday, 3 hours yesterday. But it's nice to have some warm weather.
Yes, it is.
Some shorts weather, and it is flying by. It will be kickoff time before you know it. But let's finish up baseball and softball strong first.
There you go. On this day, 1974, the NFL moves the goalpost from the goal line to the back of the end zone. What were they thinking?
That's exactly the words that were about to come out of my mouth. What were they thinking?
Why did it take so long to move them? I mean, who thought that was going to be a good idea?
Andy,
put it on the goal line.
I will never forget. I was probably 10, 11 years old. My dad and I had gone to the Jones Valley. That high school is no longer in existence. It's where my dad graduated. Jones Valley High School played at the old Birmingham racetrack. The infield was a football stadium, and that's where the high school teams play. Pretty cool because you're up in the grandstand, you're the home team. but I think the guy's name was Hassel Walls. And my dad and I were on the way to the concession stand in the end zone, and he ran across the middle and caught a pass, and he caught that goal post. Right, I thought he was dead. I said, Daddy, that dude. I'll never forget that. I was probably standing about 40 feet from that. We were at the fence there. What were they thinking?
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
Just didn't. And didn't even have a lot of padding back in the day.
Oh man, this was back in the late '60s. Yeah, early mid '60s.
I miss these days too of baseball, shenanigans in baseball too. 1980, A's manager Billy Martin is restrained by umpires from attacking a fan. You just don't see that much anymore.
Who's the outfielder for the Guardians the other day tried to climb the wall against the Yankees? Did you see that?
That's when they started throwing stuff on the field.
Yeah. He tried to crawl up on the outfield wall to get a piece of somebody.
Hey.
Bring it back.
1981, Mariners manager Maury Willis suspended 2 games after ordering the Kingdom ground crew to enlarge the batter's box by a foot.
Okay, there again, what was he thinking?
You just don't see shenanigans like this anymore. You miss these kind of things.
What was he thinking?
Happy birthday today, Arthur Chevrolet.
Does that have anything to do with the vehicle?
He was one of the co-founders.
Okay, yeah.
He's from Switzerland, by the way.
I've always thought the Camaro was one of the coolest cars out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ella Fitzgerald, born on this day, 1917.
Yes.
Meadowlark Lemon.
Saw him live way back in the day.
Now, that's saying something.
Municipal Auditorium in Birmingham.
Are the Harlem Globetrotters still a thing?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jerry Lieber, born on this day, 1933, wrote Jailhouse Rock, as well as Hound Dog.
Okay.
Great sound. Al Pacino, hoo-ah. Great actor.
Yes.
How about Bjorn Ulvaeus?
I'm just impressed that you pronounced that correctly.
ABBA.
Oh, one of the guys in ABBA?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sweden.
Yes, I was always enthralled with ABBA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say no more. All
right. Stu Cook from CCR.
Creedence Clearwater.
Love him.
Which
you
one?
do any Creedence songs?
I don't. That's out of my wheelhouse. What did he play? Was he one of
I think he was a bass.
Okay.
Talia Shire. Adrian. From Rocky.
Oh, really?
She was in The Godfather as well.
Oh, yes.
Talia Shire.
Yeah.
Adam Silver, commissioner of the NBA.
Mm-hmm. Weird looking dude.
Yeah, he is an odd guy. He is an odd looking guy. Hank Azaria, voices on The Simpsons.
Okay.
He's Apu, or he's no longer Apu, but Commissioner Wiggum. He does quite a few voices. Darren Woodson, good safety, played with the Cowboys many years.
Yeah.
Renee Zellweger.
What was her most famous film?
I'm going to say Jerry Maguire.
Ah, yes. That's a good one.
Yeah. She's been in some other ones. I think it's the Bridget Jones Diary, maybe. I didn't see it. But,
I didn't see that.
I've seen Jerry Maguire. 1969, Travis Fryman, good third baseman with the Tigers for many years. 1969, Joe Buck, son of Jack.
Yes.
Hey, Joe Buck, where does he rank on as far as play-by-play guys?
Oh, I don't know.
See, you like?
I like him.
Okay. 1969, and Tim Duncan.
There's a good one. Enjoyed watching him play.
1976.
Yeah.
What do they call him? The Great Fundamental? What is
He was.
Oh, yeah, I mean, man could shoot a bank shot like he's going out of style.
They don't use the glass anymore, Andy. You have to go back and watch old videos to see that.
It's going to wrap it up for us today. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. He's David. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.